Hello everyone, George here, and today it's time again for another F1 Clash video. In this one we are gonna be qualifying for the opening round of the Origin Series. This is gonna be the final Origin Series and it's gonna be in United Kingdom, where Russell, Norris and Lewis Hamilton are gonna be getting a 10% buff on all their stats. For this event I'm gonna be using Lewis Hamilton at level 6, George Russell at level 10 for wet races, and as for dry races I'm gonna be using Lando Norris because he's slightly better at level 8 than Lewis Hamilton. As for the setup, I'm back to my main setup with the slow motion instead of the clamp. So let's get qualified, and after that we are gonna be having a look at the team reveal of the Alpine F1 team. So make sure you stick to the end of the video. So for race 1 it is gonna be in United Kingdom as well, around Silverstone. There is a 4% chance of having a wet race, but to be honest I only used Hamilton in this race because I'm not taking risks, and sometimes even 4% can give you a full wet race with a full qualifying session. So I believe my rival here did forfeit the race. He did swipe me, and basically if we get a decent quali here it is gonna be a 1 to 100%. So it is a 1-3 for us. Let's take a screenshot here and let's just use the self-control here for Lewis Hamilton, and we're just gonna be cruising. Hopefully Hamilton can get up to P2 after the start of the race. So as you can see here, it is gonna be my rival's AI that I'm racing. He did leave the race, and decent start here from Hamilton. As you can see, he's already up into P2, and we're just gonna cut down here. We're gonna be going for 3 laps. We're gonna be pitting, and then we're gonna boost to finish with 2 laps on softs in each stint. So as usual, let's just fast forward to the end of the race because basically I hate showing races against AIs in my videos. So we are here on the final straight. Russell is already way in front. We have a massive distance between my drivers and P3. You can just see the distance here, and it is a 47 points onto the next race. Race 2 is gonna be around Portimao, and I'm using Lando Norris instead of Lewis Hamilton just to see how his qualifying sessions are. So hopefully we get a decent quali here, and we managed to score 94 points with these 2 races because, to be honest, I hate trying each day to qualify. It is gonna be P3 and P6 here. We're gonna use the self-control only as well for Lando Norris because his tire management isn't that great. So hopefully we get a decent launch at the start of this race. We have a couple of AI cars on hard tires in front, so it is gonna be indeed a real player here. You can just see how aggressive Lando Norris is, and he's already ahead of the rival here. We are up into P2 and P3 with both of my drivers, and we are just gonna cut down here and go for 3 laps. Then we are gonna be pitting for new softs, and we're going to boost to finish. And personally, I love the idea of introducing Grand Prix with drivers getting a buff on their stats. You can just see Lando Norris at level 8 with 10% buff, how aggressive he is during the races. Even George Russell, I didn't even expect him to get P1, but of course this performance is only against like players who have the same driver levels. But if we get like a max level Russell or max level Norris, it is gonna be a different story. We are gonna be qualified mid-grid 100%, and basically we just have to do whatever it takes to avoid racing during a time of the day where top players are gonna be racing, because each point that you lose right now because of the grouping system is gonna cost you a lot. And you saw, like last week I did lose a couple of points which placed me in P25 I believe, and the week before it I lost 2 points only and I finished in P6. So you need to always try and go for perfect scores no matter what. So let's just boost here Lando Norris. We're already boosting Russell. We don't want to stack at all, especially if we have the pit in the back. Alright, so we do have the garage in the back. Hopefully we can get out in front of the rival. I have a slightly faster pit time with 3.5. So the pit, like the average pit stop time is gonna be between 3.1 to 3.7, 3.8. Alright, so I believe the Mercedes car here is on hard tires. Alright, it is an easy overtake. We are up in P4 with Lando. Now, hopefully, the Red Bull car in front does go to pit, because we don't want to be racing a full lap behind Max Verstappen. And we're stuck a little bit here behind the Mercedes, which is on hard tires, by the way. So I believe it is gonna cost us a little bit. Hopefully Norris, he's got 114 overtaking, by the way. So he should overtake the AI Verstappen easily. Alright, it is gonna be around the penultimate corner that we might have a chance. It's here. Alright, he's gonna do it. Alright, so he's gonna do it. Great job here. We are both gonna be pitting, me and AI Verstappen, and we should be easily out in front of AI Verstappen here. My rival decided to go for an extra lap with his Lando Norris, which is, to be honest, weird. He's going for an extra lap with George Russell. To be honest, this strategy 3-3-1 doesn't work all the time. Of course, if you're using the Taurus or the Tsar, it is gonna give you a decent amount of extra tire management, which might help you go for a 4-lap stint at the beginning of the race and then full boost for 3 more laps. But 3-3-1 is not the best strategy 100%, because you are gonna lose so many positions, because at some point you are gonna have to conserve. Going for 3 laps around Portimao isn't gonna help you gain positions, you know, because it is a long track and basically soft tires. If you're abusing the boost button, they're gonna die, you know. So we're just here finishing the race in 1-2 and another 47 points. GG to my rival here, and let's see where we are at the moment. So after 2 races, 94 points, we are tied in P1 with Luca here, who has 94 points. I'm gonna be stopping here, and we are gonna try. Of course, we're not gonna make it with 2 times 47, but for the sake of the video, I'm just gonna stick with 2 times 47s. And now we are gonna be having a look at another 2 drivers. We're gonna be seeing Esteban Ocon and Fernando Alonso, who, by the way, is honestly looking decent for the 2022 season. So let's start here with Esteban, who is not looking like a decent driver for this next season at his common rarity. Starting with 30 overtaking, 37 defending, 31 consistency, decent fuel management for a common card, 35 tire management, and 33 wet weather ability. As for the rare, Esteban Ocon, he's gonna have 44 overtaking. Alright, a little bit decent defending with 51. Fuel management is decent as well. 50 tire management and 48 wet weather ability. He's not gonna be the greatest driver, of course, but let's just have a look at the Epic version here. So in Epic rarity, he's gonna have 63 overtaking, 70 defending, decent as well. Consistency at 65, 72 fuel management, 68 tire management, and 67 wet weather ability. So his stats here are decent, but don't get me wrong, but I don't think that Esteban is gonna be the greatest driver ever. Even in F1 Clash, bro, like literally nobody uses him unless they have him on maxed level, and especially they use him in the events that give him 10% extra score on his stats. And to be honest, like I still remember when he won his first Grand Prix, bro. Like he just said, first of many. And I remember back then, I started thinking when I literally started playing FIFA, you know that tutorial or simulation match that you play at the beginning of each FIFA, showing the final of the Champions League or whatever. And I remember I won that game and I said, all right, I'm gonna destroy everyone. And then I didn't even win another FIFA match. So that's just how the first win of Esteban Ocon around Hungaroring felt to me. So don't get offended. I swear, it's just sarcasm here. And yeah, let's just move on to Fernando Alonso. All right, so as for Alonso, he's gonna be unlocked starting Series 4 as a common card. He's gonna have 42 overtaking, 39 defending, 37 consistency, 41 fuel management, 33 tire management, and 35 wet weather ability, which, like, this card looks decent as well in common rarity. As for his rare card, he's gonna be unlocked starting Series 8 with 56 overtaking, 52 defending, 50 consistency, 54 fuel management, 47 tires, and 48 wet weather ability. So even at rare stage, Alonso is usable, honestly. He looks quite decent. And as for the epic version, I believe it is gonna be sick, with the card being unlocked starting Series 11 with 76 overtaking, 72 defending, 70 consistency, 74 fuel management, 67 tire management, and 68 wet weather ability. So Grandpa Alonso in this picture, he's gonna be sick at epic rarity at his maxed level. So that is gonna be it for the drivers as well, and for the video and all. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and as usual, if there is literally anything, guys, that I can do to improve my videos, don't hesitate and put that in a comment below the video. And I'll see you tomorrow for another team reveal. I'm not gonna be telling you here, you just have to wait and see. So take care and peace. Bye bye.